Hi everyone, and welcome to GIT 411. This is it, alright? And we have a small class. You're only two in the classroom because we just add a new section before you guys. So, and that's better for you. Two is much better, as we will be able to do it one-to-one in more depth with all your situations and all your projects. So I'm really happy of that. Actually, this is great for you guys. Okay, so let's go through the interface as usual and what's going on in the class. You have the announcements right here, which I will do one posting that video, of course. You're welcome and start here. Okay, this is the course introduction. Okay, the course administration, information on closed caption. Okay, if you have any problem as usual with my accent, just click on the closed caption and you're good to go. Okay, the criteria of the projects right here, so you got everything right here ready to go. And then you have your textbook information. There is a textbook this time. Yes, well, there was, and a textbook in the other class, but we were not using it as much. It wasn't as important, I mean, as that one here. Okay. You still can take the class without fine, all right, here without even buying that book. But you came all the way here to animation, so I'd say you like animation and you want to do good in animation. So this is a really good book. It is really worth. I don't have many books at my house anymore. I do all things digital, but I have to say that I really enjoy that book. And that I have it at home, and it's just a great book to watch and to read because of the quality of the art inside and the quality of the information that is passed on to you. Okay, so it used to be a very expensive book that is really big and glossy, but it is now you can get it for around $30, I think, a use. So I would really advise you to get it just for yourself, actually. Okay. After that, you have the syllabus as usual. Okay, nothing specific. Things can change, but they will not. They probably will not unless we need to. Okay, you have the course schedule after that right here. Everything is right here, ready to go. Okay, we'll talk about every week one after the others. We don't need to go through that. And then you have meet your instructors. You already know me. Okay, the video I posted is a little different than the previous classes because I didn't want you to see the same video over and over, number one. And I believe that other videos were fine, don't get me wrong, but they made in studio at ASU, and they do not really show you who I am, frankly. And I wanted to show you my office at home to show you that I'm just like you. I'm a gamer just like you. Alright? That's what I like to do. I've always did since a very, very young age. I like video games. And any type of games, for that matter. As you can see right in the corner, I have a pinball machine, which is actually a digital pinball machine, into which I've put a computer and TV screen instead of the playfield, and an emulator. So a video game basically inside a pinball machine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very much into that type of things, and I wanted to kind of understand a little bit more who I am for our last class. Okay? Now you have our hallway conversation and forum right here. Twice, the discussion board is right here. Just added it for to make sure it is the same user interface. As usual, hallway conversation are for administrative questions, and all the others are where you post your work. Your weekly work, nothing has changed. Remember, personal question, email it directly to me. Don't post them on the forum. General type of questions about just like, I can't do something like that, or how do I use that tool, are general type of question and must not send to me. They must be posted on the forum here so other students can learn as well from the post. Okay. After that, you have the weeks. Week 1. And week 1, you are going to basically take your character and put a skeleton inside it. Alright? Just like a human skeleton instead of human being like you. and me. Okay, so it is actually fairly easy. It is not a big deal, so it is a good start for us. As you can see, I got Maya 2018 videos as well as Maya 2016 videos, and the reason is Maya 2018 can be a little bit capricious or let's say finicky from time to time and bring some bugs that are not welcome when you do your work. So I've kept also 2016 as some people rather stay with this one, with an older version. And I'm fine with it. It is not a big deal. So I've put both videos there. Okay. Your assignment is here. You have 3 assignments for that week. Okay. As usual, you have an introduction of it, of the week, so you're good to go. In week 2, after you put the skeleton, introduction is here, you are going to attach the skeleton to the character. That's right. You're going to attach the skeleton to the character. So then, when you move the skeleton, you can the mesh move and deforms properly. The process is called skinning. It is time consuming to do well. It can be a little trickier than just putting bones like you did in the previous exercise, but it is very good to know to do. Hey, and it is needed for your project to move your character. There is also a video on FK-IK system, which is a 2 different system that your skeleton can be set up for animation, basically. Usually the FK, the forward system, is in all the body beside arms and legs, and the IK, the inverse system, and read the video about it, is most likely put in arms and legs. Okay. If you have trouble with your skinning weight, you can always watch a video right here that help you. It's a way to do it using an editor directly, so to make sure it works. So now that we've done that, we're going to week 3. And in week 3, we are going to create a puppeteering system. A puppeteering system, just like those splines you can see right here, are going to be connected to your skeleton using parenting and constraining, which are very different in the way they are set up, but do a similar type of animation tool, but a different way to deal with things. Okay? And so right here, as usual, you got all the different puppeteering system, and now you get into week 4, which means your character is ready to rock and roll for animation. You set it up properly. Now you are going to move forward with actually animating it. Okay, and you are going to do read all about the 12 principles of animation again. All right, you are going to do a ball bouncing exercise. There is the video right here for it. Okay, and there's a ball bouncing lecture, so you basically use the video to put it as an animated texture in a virtual studio, and you use the ball bouncing technique in the lecture explained to rotoscope that to get a really good animation. It doesn't get deeper than that. Okay, and your exercise for week 4 will be to do an idle and an extended idle. That's pretty much it. Okay, so then in week 5, you get into week 5, and we get into really the more complicated type of animation for a character for now, and the more common one in video game, which is the walk cycle. So you got your walk cycle already set up right here completely, and you got your assignment is to create a walk cycle basically and post in your forum for your character. A simple walk cycle, a generic walk cycle, is actually very easy to do and take only a couple minutes. I'll do it in, I don't know, 5 minutes at the most, something like that. But the hard part of a walk cycle is to give it the personality of your character. Every character is different in personality in the way it moves, and and the main difference would be, for example, men and women. Okay, very different way of walking. Okay, so that's where the hardest part is, so remember that. So after you've done your walk cycle in 5, you get to 6, which is now a run cycle, of course. So you go through the complete run cycle lecture and you do your run cycle. Careful, there's some interesting reading right here about differences between walk cycle and run cycle, because a walk cycle should never be taken as a run cycle. It doesn't get deeper than that. Okay, so now you do your animation run cycles, and you get into your last week, week 7. And week 7, as you can see, there's not that much. There's no reading, because you are going to do your custom 2 animations, so 2 animation loops that are custom and fit your own character. This is where it gets very important. So it is your own moves that are specific to the character you built it, you created. Okay, so I would advise you to do the rotoscoping, just like we did in the ball bouncing, where you film yourself with your phone, and if you can have 2 phones, one of your friends, your mom, or something like that, that would be great to film them orthographically, just like we did with the virtual studio, one in front, one on the side. Film yourself, do your 2 motions, save it, bring it into Maya, and basically follow it up. It doesn't get much deeper than that. So I think this is just fantastic for you guys to be able to use that. So make sure you do it properly with the rotoscoping technique. And that's it. You take a little test. No, you won't. Actually, in 2, there's only 2 students in your class, so it won't be any test because I will know exactly your level, and I'll make sure that you have been you're right on the actual track. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So I hope you're gonna have some fun, and that you do some good work. Take it easy, everyone.